and thank you so much for joining me. We are doing a Course in Miracles lessons, and we are on lesson 336 today. This lesson states, forgiveness lets me know that minds are joined. Forgiveness is the means appointed for perception's ending. Knowledge is restored after perception first is changed, and then gives way entirely to what remains forever past its highest reach. For sights and sounds, at best, can serve but to recall the memory that lies beyond them all. Forgiveness sweeps away distortions and opens the hidden altar to the truth. Its lilies shine into the mind and call it to return and look within, and to find what is vainly sought without. For here, and only here, is peace of mind restored, for this the dwelling place of God Himself. And our prayer states, in quiet, may forgiveness wipe away my dreams of separation and of sin. Then let me, Father, look within and find your promise of my sinlessness is kept. Your world remains unchanged within my mind. Your love is still abiding in my heart. Amen. And that's the end of lesson 336. Forgiveness lets me know our minds are joined. It must be that our minds are joined in order to remember the sinlessness and the lack of separation that is the truth of who we are. Because it is forgiveness that joins us back together here. It is in forgiveness that we can look at someone else and see that reflection of ourselves. We can look at someone who has allegedly or perceptually wronged us, and we can see how we may have done something similar, or better yet, we can see how they were doing their level best and it was not their intention to harm us. And so we can let go of that belief that we are being harmed. Sorry, I have a hair somewhere. All right, let's look at what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. Forgiveness will bring about results that demonstrate you are a miracle worker. When you practice forgiveness, you will feel a big difference in your frequency, and you will witness changes in the world that are not directly related to anything except the fact that you have forgiven something or someone. The miracle arises that hate has been removed and love has replaced it. And what happens in your physical world experience is that when you change your mind, the world must change to reflect the difference. In that transformation, you are given proof that all minds are connected and that whatever you do with your mind will create a physical response in the physical world. That means you are changing a character or an event in the dream that you are having. This is the most powerful evidence that your mind is connected to other beings, other people, other things, other experiences, or other events. Because when you change your interior world, the exterior world will alter too. What does this look like? It may mean that coworkers you have mutually resented and for whom you have been praying change their personalities to such a degree that you have to say, wow, that is a miracle. My coworkers have gone from being gossipy and backstabbing to calm and pleasant people. What does this mean? It means you wanted to see them as gossipy and backstabbing because that suited a belief in your mind that you wanted or needed to align with. But when you actively chose to free your will and say, I no longer want that frequency, I want the frequency of love, those beings must now reflect back to you that which you seek, love. So you will see the love in their behavior. Many of you who have not practiced forgiveness will say this is an impossibility. But if you practice forgiveness truly and completely, you will see a transformation in the physical and material world that is inexplicable in another way. Give it a try. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. So, to me, the key element here is we will see things the way that we believe things are, or that we wish to believe them to be. And it is only by our changing of our minds that we will see them differently. It does not necessarily mean that we are changing the behavior of other people. And so, if you are of the mindset that people are gossipy, as she was saying, you're going to look for that in an unconscious or a conscious way. You're going to be alert to that. And so when someone says something, maybe you overhear them passing information about a loved one to somebody else. You may not have heard the whole conversation, and you're going to hear that as gossipy. You're going to hear the drama instilled within it. You may not be aware of the whole situation. When you think someone doesn't like you, you're looking for those cues that validate for you that they don't like you. And so you're missing all the cues that say they love you, and you're only hearing the ones that may indicate that they don't like you. This is what I see happening with so much of our biases and so much of our prejudice. There are overt actions that occur, but there are so many other things where someone feels they have been judged against, they have been wrongly treated based on whatever that happens to be: race, color, creed, feminine, masculine, age, anything, because we have a problem with it. When we are strong within ourselves, we simply choose actions and we feel responses based on our beliefs. And so when I feel good about myself, if someone, an example that I often use is I have had someone look at me and say that you're fat, you're ugly. If those are things that have resonated with me, I feel them, they cut me, they hurt me because I believe it. But when I have patients who have been having issues and they look at me and tell me I'm evil or I'm a murderer or I'm trying to harm them, I can listen to that and I can let that go because it's not real to me. I know that I'm doing the best that I can do. So forgiveness practices are still for you alone. And when you can use forgiveness, you can see the joining of the love because that's what you're ready to focus on. That's why fear is always about separation. And that's why we can only be separate, because it's a belief within us that we are looking to make real. And when we forgive, we are choosing love over everything else. And love is the truth of who we all are in our oneness. And so then we can see that joining through forgiveness. Have a great day, everyone. May you find forgiveness. May you find the love that is the truth of who you are. And may you experience that joining and the miracle of witnessing people apparently change to accommodate your forgiveness. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.